Hi kids, ready to learn an exciting lesson from the Bible? Our lesson today comes from the book of Matthew. Now, do you know where Matthew is in the Bible? It's the first book of the New Testament, right after Malachi, but before Mark. Today, we are going to learn about forgiveness. Do you ever wonder why you have to forgive? Well, Peter wondered the same thing. And in Matthew chapter 18, verse 21, he asked Jesus, "Lord, how many times shall I forgive my brother or sister who sins against me? Up to 7 times?" Jesus answered, "I tell you, not 7 times, but 70 times 7. Therefore, the kingdom of heaven is like a king who wanted to settle accounts with his servant. As he began the settlement, a man who owed him 10,000 bags of gold was brought to him. Since he was not able to pay, the master ordered that he and his wife and his children and all that he had be sold to repay the debt. At this, the servant fell on his knees before him. 'Be patient with me,' he begged, 'and I will pay back everything.' The servant's master took pity on him, canceled the debt, and let him go. But when that servant went out, he found one of his fellow servants who owed him 100 silver coins. He grabbed him and began to choke him. 'Pay back what you owe me,' he demanded. His fellow servant fell to his knees and begged him, 'Be patient with me, and I will pay it back.' But he refused. Instead, he went off and had the man thrown into prison until he could pay the debt. When the other servants saw what had happened, they were outraged and went and told their master everything that had happened. Then the master called the servant in. 'You wicked servant,' he said. 'I canceled all that debt of yours because you begged me to. Shouldn't you have had mercy on your fellow servant just as I had on you?' In anger, his master handed him over to the jailers until he should pay back all he owed. This is how my heavenly Father will treat each of you unless you forgive your brother or sister from your heart," Jesus said. You see, kids, when you forgive your brother or your sister or your friends, you're doing exactly what Jesus wants you to do. Do you find it hard to forgive? That's okay. Just pray to Jesus, who has promised to be always with you wherever you go, and he will make it easier for you. Each and every one of you have a blessed day. See you next Sunday.
The Anglican Children Ministry for All. ACM, the Anglican Children Ministry for All. Walking among the children both at home and in the church, training them to be like Christ. Our motto, catch them young, for Jesus Christ, the lover of our soul. Our vision, win the souls of Anglican children, all for the Lord our goal. Establish them in the Anglican church, wherever is found, walking with them in his word, love and prayer.